Here we are, Eastman Park on the lake, Lake Ontario that is. Rochester, New York. As far north as you can go without getting wet. Now if I had $100 million in stimulus money, this is how I would spend it. Get rid of some of these trees. Look at that, they blocked the view. If you look, this whole thing here, all the way down there, you can't see the lake when you drive by because of the trees. Every 25, 30 years you gotta trim. And I'll show you this park, it's not kept up. There are trees in the middle of the hiking paths they should saw up. There's tons of stuff to do here. You just see trees here. When you got the leaves on there, you're not going to be able to see much as far as the lake. Look, they take care of the peace sign, but nothing else. Oh, we're walking around looking at the pond here. See the visual beauty of this pond, how they keep it all trimmed, everything. You drive by and you can't even see the scenery. $100 million they got, stimulus money. Look at Duran Lake. Look at the beauty here. Look at the beauty of that. But, you know how they like to spend money. You think they would trim it so you could see this when you come by here. I'll show you how bad things are in a second. Up ahead here, I called this in, so it was a couple months ago, to 911. And let's take a look at this. This tree that's fallen down on the wire. Here we got. Look at, that's been following that wire. It's been there for a couple months that I know of. I called in 911. So it was a couple months ago. That's gonna fall eventually, and the wire will go. We'll have electric problems. Maybe a limb in the street. This sharp part right here in the other film was up in the air like several feet waiting to fall on somebody's head. It finally fell. Nobody was there. I don't see no red on it. Look at that. Look at that. That's been like that for a month. And how many park people drive by? How many firemen drive by? How many police? How many citizens drive by? Nobody sees this. How many of the neighbors are up there? You know, I'm just, am I missing something? Does anybody care? And I know there's parks people stationed in the park. I mean, what do they do? I don't know, I'm confused. Such a beautiful park, and you can't see a lot of the scenery because they don't trim nothing. There's some spots, 50% of the trees have fallen, and maybe 10% more are ready to fall. Now I said 50% of the trees have fallen in this parking spots. You can see up here, they did clear the path, but there's a lot that aren't. And I remember cross-country skiing here, and you would get a big tree right in the middle of the path. Now look it up ahead here. If they didn't clear this, you wouldn't even be able to get through. There were spots you can't even get through here. I mean, you got to walk around. So they did do some trimming here. A pat in the back for that. But look at all the lumber that's fallen down. It's just unbelievable. Look it up here. Look at all this lumber up here. Look at that. Fortunately, we can get through here. Oh, there's a biggie. There's the maintenance building. So I guess they don't have far to go. Just sure glad there's no trees that are ready to fall down. Quite a little lake here. This is a quite challenging path I'm taking through the woods. Durand Eastman Park. Quite a bunch of woods. Some steep hills in this park. And I had the stem cell treatments on my knees, and they just hurt a little since I've been sick. I was sick for a couple of weeks, but I'm able to negotiate this steep terrain. And if I hadn't have done that and paid my own money, I would be half crippled. So much for our medical system. Looks like they trimmed the tree here. And I've been in this park cross-country skiing, and I've been ice skating. And I don't think I'd be able to do it at my retirement age unless I had the stem cell treatments. I paid $28.50, $2,800 or whatever. We're on Zoo Road in Durand Eastman Park. Notice how steep this is. This used to be the old zoo. It was like a petting zoo, and there was sheep, goats, deer, and I understand, I actually seen it, buffalo. And they had a big wooden fence and a chicken wire fence there. And because it's so steep, the buffalo, some of them would climb up here in the steep, not so steep spots. But it's so steep they couldn't really run through the fence. I was a little kid, I remember. But, you know, there was sheep. I remember sheep. And I don't know why they got rid of it, but it was interesting. But you can see how steep that is, that, you know, they're not going to run through it or run and jump over it. You know, a goat or something is just so steep. And they were down there in the valleys where they normally were, but some would come up here and you would, you know. And here's the castle we talked about, what's left of it. If you look at, it's kind of cracking there. Not much maintenance on it. I'll show you the top. Here's the top of the castle. There used to be a house here. Looks like it's got a fresh coat of paint on it. I don't even want to stand there. It could fall in. Oh well. Sue, you got a lot of money. Quite a view up here on a nice day. That's like Ontario again. Hard to see. Look it over. You can't see with all these trees. They should trim them around here too, so you get a nice view. A lot of people come to this spot, looking towards Canada. I don't see no maple leaf. This is that pond, the other side I was just at. Wow, on a sunny day this looks really nice. We're just walking over there, and you can see all the trees we're looking at that were down. The pond goes way back. For 2022, Durand Eastman Park. This is the lake on the other side. That goes back a ways to the golf course. Very hilly, wooded. And again, there's the lake. A lot of trees in the way. I never trim them. You'd think they'd have an engineer inspect that castle in case it fell down on somebody.